Live from our 7 Tasmania studios, your nightly news with Rachel Williams begins now.
Good evening, everyone. It was like a scene out of the movie Jaws right here in Tasmania. In a miracle tale of survival, a father is being hailed a hero after rescuing his 10-year-old son as a shark attacked him. The pair were fishing with 2 other men near Stanley when the predator pulled the boy from the boat.
When the anglers set off from this boat ramp at lunchtime yesterday, they could never have imagined the horror that was about to unfold.
I've never heard of anybody being pulled out of a boat by a shark, which is just unbelievable.
Out at sea and 5 kilometres away from help, they were cleaning a fish when the predator ripped the 10-year-old into the water right before his father's eyes.
The local people tell me it'd either be a mako shark or a great white.
In desperation, the dad jumped in to rescue his son when the shark swam away.
I just think he's a hero, and I'm sure that he should feel very proud of what he's done.
As the injured child arrived on shore, first responders rushed into this nearby seafood store, grabbing a first aid kit and bandaging his wounds until paramedics arrived.
The father was doing an amazing job in the circumstances, so yeah, no, it was a pretty scary situation for the family.
Less than 24 hours on from the attack, the lurking underwater threat was not enough to deter local swimmers.
It's in the back of your mind. Just got to watch what's going on. I've had to get out of the water before for sharks.
The young victim was rushed to the Northwest Regional Hospital before being transferred to Launceston, where he tonight remains scarred but stable. Garth Burley, 7 Tasmania News.
To breaking news now, and one person has been seriously injured after a crash between a bus and a car. The incident occurred late this afternoon on Westbury Road near Launceston. Police have closed the road and are urging motorists to avoid the area. And investigations are continuing into a crash which killed an 88-year-old man near Huonville yesterday afternoon. He was driving along the Huon Highway at Grove at around 1:30 yesterday afternoon when he collided with a station wagon on a bend in the road. Paramedics tried to save him, but he passed away before reaching the Royal Hobart Hospital. A 76-year-old passenger in his vehicle received minor injuries, while the 4 occupants of the station wagon were uninjured. Despite rapidly growing case numbers interstate, more flights are starting to land in Tasmania. Our reporter Michelle Wisby joins us now live from the Hobart Airport. Good evening, Michelle. What's happened out there on the tarmac this evening?
Well, Rachel, there's only been a handful of flights coming in here for the last few months now, but less than an hour ago, the first flight from Brisbane has touched down. It's been a long time since we've seen a plane arriving from Queensland due to those strict border shutdowns. These passengers will still have to go straight into quarantine in an attempt to keep that virus out of the state. Tasmania has already pushed back lifting its strict border restrictions, the government saying it's worried about the significant movement of people between the states. But today the Deputy Premier did say he is confident these extra flights won't put Tasmanians' health at risk.
Not want a second wave in Tasmania. We know the impact that has on individuals, families, our communities, and of course our small, medium and large businesses, and so we have to be absolutely vigilant.
Now, we are expecting more flights to be added to our schedules in the coming weeks, but Rachel, it's going to be a long time yet till things are back to normal at our airports.
It will be indeed. Thank you very much for that update, Michelle. Michelle Wisby joining us live at Hobart Airport. As the COVID-19 pandemic continues to impact international students in Tasmania, one Hobart church is offering assistance to those in need. And as hundreds receive help through the new program, many are returning the favour and volunteering themselves.
Unloading a truck full of vital supplies. This Nepalese volunteer giving back to the community after falling on hard times himself.
It feels great, helping other people, same as me, myself. It's been very hard for me because I arrived here in March and after that the city went into lockdown. And after that, it's hard finding a job. Now,
the accounting student is helping out the very program that helped him. Show Hope, providing basic necessities twice a week to those struggling, run by Wellspring Anglican Church.
We're helping up to 600 students every week and it's growing. We're also now providing sanitary items for females, blankets to keep the students warm over winter.
It's a great relief because we can save a lot on our groceries.
Nutritious meals also served up hot. This graduate chef is cooking for the cause using his TasTAFE skills after he received help when he lost his new job and home during the pandemic.
Yeah, because I'm also the same person suffer from this hardship, so I hope I feel happy when I have the ability to help other person.
Even though they receive food each week, they've all wanted to be on the other side of the table, serving, giving, volunteering and helping everyone else. They want to be a part of it. It helps them belong, and we've welcomed every bit of help.
You can donate through Show Hope's GoFundMe page. Ruby Kamane, 7 Tasmania News.
Divers of all experience levels have taken to the water in a bid to get more women involved in the sport. Taking part in an International Dive Day, participants brave chilly conditions to test their skills in the ocean and make our beaches cleaner along the way.
Taking a deep dive, discovering just what sits beneath this surface.
There's a nice growth of kelp, lots of coralline algae and all that kind of stuff, so it's super pretty and colourful.
Kitting up with wetsuits, flippers and tanks, people of all experience levels taking to the water as part of the annual Paddy's Women's Dive Day. It was calm above, but below they were treated to an impressive view. And whether these divers were experienced or brand new to the sport, the day centred around encouraging more women into the water.
Historically, it's been a very male-dominated scene, the recreational dive scene. We're noticing a lot more women start taking up the sport, which is fantastic.
Being able to go underwater, no people, no cars, no traffic, and it's just a completely different world down there. It is just amazing.
As well as enjoying the scenery along the way, divers took part in a clean-up of the bay here at Taroona.
Picking up heaps of rubbish and pollution out of the water and just keeping it out of our marine environment.
And for the instructors, their message to anyone wanting to give the sport a go:
any age, no matter how young, no matter how old you are, just come get involved. Even if you can't dive, we take snorkelers and everyone on board, so it'd just be great to have as many people as we can.
Michelle Wisby, 7 Tasmania News.
To the TSL now, and it was a thrilling afternoon across the competition with all 3 matches going down to the wire. Launceston had a 19-point win over local rivals and reigning premiers North Launceston. Lauderdale edged out Glenorchy in a thriller, while North Hobart fought back in the final term to defeat the Tigers.
The rivalry between the Tigers and North Hobart has been slowly building over the last few years, and it was heated early on. The first term an arm wrestle, with Kingborough narrowly ahead at the first change, also providing the highlight of the term.
Oh, that is a magnificent grab!
Both sides scoring 2 goals each in a scrappy second term. The Tigers keeping their noses in front at half-time as their defence stood strong. But the Demons pushed hard in the third term and drew level right on 3-quarter time. In a seesawing final quarter, both teams swapped the lead. The Demons taking the lead again in the 17th minute of the term, and they never looked back, recording a 10-point win. At Windsor Park, the Northern Derby was a tight affair early on, both teams scoring 3 goals won in the first quarter. The Blues dominated the second but couldn't convert that on the scoreboard, scoring 1-5 to 1 behind to lead by 10 points at half-time. A 2-1 third quarter extended that lead to 17 points, as the Northern Bombers faced defeat for the first time since July 13 last year. The reigning premier charged hard in the final term, getting within 7 points, but Launceston scored 2 late goals to seal a famous win. And at Skybus Oval, it was a critical match for both Lauderdale and Glenorchy. An even first quarter saw the Southern Bombers lead by 5 points, that lead extending to 14 by the main break, with Lauderdale keeping Glenorchy goalless in the second. The Magpies, however, found a spark. Stunning the hosts was a 7-3 third term to lead by 10 points. Glenorchy led late into the final term and looked like holding on. However, Lauderdale overran the visitors with 3 late goals, breaking Magpies' hearts. John Hunt, 7 Tasmania News.
In local soccer, South Hobart have started the NPL Tasmania season with a 3-2 win over Launceston City at Darcy Street. South Hobart took the lead in the 37th minute through Casper Hallam. 2 goals in the space of 2 minutes just after half-time appeared to have set up a comfortable win. City fought hard, scoring 2 late goals, but the home side held on. In the other match this afternoon, Devonport defeated Riverside Olympic 1-0. And after a very long wait, junior soccer has returned to the field in Tasmania for the first time this year. The Deputy Premier helping kick off the season in Launceston, blowing the whistle to start this morning's matches. The impact of coronavirus on show around the pitches with social distancing measures in place.
The ball's on the ground, you use your feet, you use your head. So we think we can fit in pretty well into the COVID-19 requirements.
It's been a really challenging time, but the work of those volunteers have brought us all together today to witness once again our kids being active and happy.
Yeah, lots of happy kids out there. It's the beginning of a big few years for the sport, with Launceston a potential venue for the 2023 Women's World Cup.
Good evening. Lyweni and Butler's Gorge had the state's coldest temperature overnight with -5. Hobart reached 8 degrees today, 12 in Launceston and Burnie and 13 degrees in Devonport. The warmest place today was Flinders Island at 15, 14 at Friendly Beaches, Smithton, Lowhead, St Helens, Maria Island, King Island and Strahan all reached 12, Grove 5 degrees and just 3 in Ouse. So mid to high level cloud covering Tasmania and surrounding seas. A dense cloud band over Tasmania and Victoria associated with a cold front over the Bight. Tomorrow shows a strong cold front nearing South Australia, Victoria and Tasmania. North to northwesterly winds 20 to 30 knots over the southwest and north, swells 3 to 4 metres in the west and south. A gale warning is in place from southeast Cape to Low Rocky Point, as well as northern coastal waters from Stanley to the northern tip of Flinders Island, and a strong wind warning for all remaining coastal waters. Taking a look at tomorrow's forecast now, Hobart a shower or 2 developing, 13, Richmond 14, a late shower or 2 there, 12 and showers in Ouse. Launceston showers and 13, becoming windy in Devonport, and Deloraine showers and just 10 degrees. 12 degrees in Burnie tomorrow, Strahan 12 and showers and windy and showers in Curry. A top of 14 in St Helens, 14 degrees in Swansea also and late showers in Whitemark. On Monday, showers in the western, southern and central districts, mainly fine elsewhere. Showers again on Tuesday with westerly winds. And on Wednesday, showers about the northwestern, southern and central districts, fine elsewhere. 17 and partly cloudy in Perth tomorrow, 12 to 15 degrees in Adelaide and Melbourne, mostly sunny in Sydney, Darwin sunny and 31 degrees and 24 in Brisbane. And it's currently 7 degrees in Hobart, Launceston 9, mostly cloudy and Devonport 11. And that's all in weather for your Saturday night, Rach.
Lovely. Thank you for that, Letitia. Well, that's all your news for now. Thanks for joining us. Have a great evening. Good night.